Look at this. Look at this insanity. It's the Sometimes Vlog. I have to do it that way because I'm a little hoarse today. It's a vlog that happens sometimes, and sometimes it happens back in my home of Disneyland. Look, it's Aladdin. Look, it's really scary. It's Thor and other things, and Jack Skellington. That's like a little bit terrifying. Like, I know it's not supposed to be scary, but it is. That's actually, if you walked up down my driveway in the dark as I got home at night, I would pee a little. There's Aladdin and Belle and children and people and things, and what the heck is happening at Disneyland? The scariest costume of them all, the clown. The clown! Oh, look, they called a plumber. They called the plumber. Something went wrong at Disneyland. There's some plumbers here and the police. Something must be happening. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly... Oh, wait, it is pretty clear. It's the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. And sometimes it happens at Disneyland. And sometimes at Disneyland, they have Mickey's Halloween party in about 30 minutes. All of us normies with no special ticket, no ticket, will be kicked out, not violently, but very friendlishly out of the park. We will have to go home and sleep while all of these costumed, wonderful people, including, I've always wanted to meet him my entire life. I've wanted to meet him, and here he is, right here. George Washington, the first president of the United States. I've always dreamed of meeting you. It's a dream come true. I'm a big fan of your work and your country. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Always think a veteran if you have the chance. Always think a veteran. Anyway, then us normal people will be kicked out of here. Superman will remain with his family, doing super things and having fun at Mickey's Halloween party. If you want to know more about Mickey's Halloween party, both here and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party at Walt Disney World, check out my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/livefastdiepoor, where I did a Random Land episode about both Halloween parties, sort of compared them. You can't cover every inch of both parties because both theme parks are big and there's a lot going on. But I compared the two, Disney World versus Disneyland, Magic Kingdom versus Disneyland, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party at Walt Disney World versus Mickey's Halloween party here. That is neither here nor there. Actually, it's both here and there. But it has nothing to do with what I'm doing right here. I have a cold, I'm a little cranky. I'm sitting in my bed, I'm freezing cold. It's probably like 80 degrees out here. Everybody else is fine in shorts. And I'm like G'd up from the feet up, and I'm sweating, but I'm freezing. I don't feel very good. So what better thing to do when you don't feel good than call one of your best pals, George! This is my friend George. If you watch me on Periscope, Justin Scard, you've probably seen George about 100 times. And George over here is a security guard at a hotel that I'm constantly bombarding him at work in the middle of the night and walking around and interrupting his job.
All hours of the night.
Yeah, distracting you and keeping you from doing sensible work. That's not true. You actually do a heck of a good job while I bother you. But I bother him while he works and he likes it. It's cool. We're friends. So George is here at Disneyland today and we're wandering around enjoying things and looking at this beautiful castle. What do you think of the castle, George?
I think it's lovely.
You haven't been, how many times have you been to Disneyland this year?
This year?
Yeah.
Probably 6.
About 6 times, and you've only been here 2 or 3 times since the castle's been like this.
Yeah.
So you're admiring it now. You're taking your first good long look at it. What do you think, bro?
Mm-hmm.
You're enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
Just You're very, very wordy today, George. Very wordy. Very helpful. Come on, George. Give us a little something to work with.
It's Disney magic, man. What words could
Look
you
at it
use?
blinking. Do you see it blinking? It's blinking.
It's blinking.
Blinking. One eye blinking. Okay. In conversation, it's come up over the times that I've known you that George here, his parents both work for Disneyland. They have a combined work load of 35 years between the two of them. 35 years of working at Disneyland. So George has mostly grown up, like me, with Disneyland. You used to come here all the time, right? Like after school, I'm in the park, yeah, I'm having fun. My dad works here, I'm running amok. Got an annual pass when you were a kid and everything, like running around getting crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome, George right here.
I didn't have an annual pass, I just had 2 parents that worked here.
Oh yeah, good point. That makes a lot more sense. So you're coming into Disneyland all the time, grew up with it, but it came up in conversation the other day that George has never been...
I've never been in the Tiki room.
George has never been in the Tiki room! The Tiki Room. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with Disneyland, if you're more familiar with other Disney theme parks from the East Coast, God?
Disneyland will end its normal operating
that's not
day
God.
to host Mickey's Halloween party,
say God?
which begins at 6 o'clock this evening. Once again,
See what they're talking about right now?
Disneyland will end its normal operating day in
Normal
just
Disneyland
30 minutes.
closes in
Thank you.
30 minutes, and then Mickey's Halloween party will kick off. There'll be all kinds of special lights and cool things, which you can see on the Random Land. Did you see the Random Land? Did you like the Random Land? Was the Random Land good? It was good. Recommend it.
I recommend it.
Recommend it, George. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But if you don't recommend it, there will be consequences.
I recommend it. It's very good.
Just kidding. Okay, so George has never been in the Tiki Room. If you're not familiar with Disneyland, here's the castle. You come up from Main Street, USA to the glorious castle, and it leads you into Tomorrowland. And over here and here into Fantasyland and Toontown back that way. And then over here, of course, Frontierland. And the other land would be Adventureland. And right on this big hub that leads you into all the other lands, right there, past those trees, is the Tiki Room. It basically sits on the hub. We're walking towards it now, so you'll see, my point will be illustrated in a second. You can see the Tiki Room pretty much from the castle. George, it's an integral part of Disneyland. It's the first audio animatronic show in the world. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. It actually opened June 23rd, I think, 1963. Walt Disney opened the Enchanted Tiki Room over here. Look at, okay, so there's your entrance to Adventureland. The Tiki Room's actually in front of the entrance to Adventureland, right past these bushes. Let's get a little closer, shall we? 1963 it opened. It cost approximately 75 cents. It had a separate admission from the rest of the park. The money went right back into Walt Disney's personal pockets, his personal coffers. That's how much he loved the Tiki Room, that it was a separate attraction from the other Disneyland attractions, and it was known as Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, not just the Enchanted Tiki Room like we have the Mark Twain Riverboat or Mr. Toad's Wild Ride or whatever it is. It's Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, an integral piece of storytelling, a whole new piece of storytelling. It opened up a whole new world, a whole new generation of people learning stories and capturing people's imagination. It paved the way for great moments with Mr. Lincoln,
It changed
Pirates
theme
of the
parks
Caribbean.
forever.
It changed everything, George! And it's right here in front of Adventureland. Look at this. Let me get everybody good. Actually, sometimes I need to calm down, let everyone look. Now you can hear the little preamble show going on in front of the Tiki Room. You can see that on the Sometimes vlog. If you go back and search this channel for Tiki Room, you'll see there's a whole thing. I've shown all these little figures and talked a lot about Tiki Room history and different things about the Tiki Room. But the major thing is George has never been in here.
Never.
Your whole life at Disneyland. You love pirates?
Yeah.
You love the Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
You love it?
Yeah.
Like with your heart,
Yes.
muscle? What
Oh,
about,
yeah.
what other things do you love?
I love
Indiana
Star
Jones,
Tours.
Star
I love Indiana
Tours.
Jones. I love everything.
You love those ducks talking over there?
Of course I love the ducks.
Okay, we're doing a vlog over here. Jeez! All right, you were saying?
I said I love
You love
everything
Mr.
about
Toad's
Disney.
Wild Ride? You like Snow White, Scary Adventures?
Yeah.
You like Snow White?
Yeah.
I mean, like the lady. You like her? I got her phone number. if
Do
want
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
She has a phone?
Yeah. Pretty cool, huh?
What kind of phone?
It's an enchanted phone.
Enchanted.
It works. But the point is, George here, growing up at Disney, has never been in the Tiki Room, and so now, my
let's
friends,
go.
it's time. You're gonna do this? Are we gonna go in the Tiki? We're going full Tiki, bro. We're gonna do it. The original sponsor for the Tiki Room was United Airlines, but now, since 1973, I think 10 years after it opened, it switched to Dole. So they're promoting Dole products. Look at this. Yeah. Have you ever been in here?
I'm already impressed.
Well, you've never even stood in here?
Never.
Dang it, George. Well, after we go in the Tiki Room, we're going to have to come back out here and you're going to have to watch this whole preamble show because it's really good. In our Tiki Room, you walk in here and there's a whole little show and all these little Tiki guys have a little spiel and a special thing talking about who they are. Like here's the Tangaroa Roo, the East Wind.
Which one is
Wind
Pele?
and rain. Huh?
Which one is Pele?
Pele is over here. Look at this. Yeah, Pele is over here. She shoots fire from her head. Go back. I got a link in the description. And if I don't do it, please leave a comment down below and link the vlog that shows off the whole preamble show. There you go. And then you get your Dole Whip right here. So you never had a Dole Whip?
Never had a Dole.
All right, we'll deal with the Dole Whip another time. All right, we're going in here. We're going in the Enchanted Tiki Room. Tangaroa is going to do a thing. And these tikis are going to drop right now. So you just have to use your imagination that the rest of them are as cool, if not cooler. Some of them have fire. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, George, dance. It's part of it. Come on, George, dance.
I'm not dancing.
You said you were going full tiki. All right.
I am Tangaroa, father of all gods and goddesses. Here in this land of enchantment, I appear before you as a mighty tree. Stand back!
Listen.
Oh, misty powers, hear my call. From my limbs, let new life fall.
Watch, George, watch. New life falling. Look at the tiki babies. You just watched that thing give life.
It's a miracle.
He's a peeping Tom. George? Oh, see what I did there? Okay. And now, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room is gonna open. Come on, buddy. Come on. Up here. Look it. Ready? Listen.
Vahidi Mekyonimana, ladies and gentlemen, come with us to a world of joyous
I'm
song
so excited for you.
and wondrous miracles.
I'm excited for myself.
Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room.
See when that... Well, there it is.
Whoa!
Yay!
Down! Hi guys! You're
Yay! I was gonna say when that gong sounds, usually the door opens right then, but it took a little. I always say over here. I always say over in this corner over here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna watch the Enchanted Tiki Room show now, and then afterwards, we're gonna see what George thinks. Be right back.
Oh, what is this, senorita? My siestas are getting shorter and shorter. Oh, look at all the people. And welcome to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Tiki, 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 tiki room. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. All birds sing word and the flowers grow. In the tiki, 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 tiki room. Look, here come the girls.
Look, George, the girls. The girls. Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Come on, George. Tweet, 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 tweet. Come on, George. Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
Sweet, 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 sweet.
Sweet, 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 sweet. He's doing it. The storm! We did it. The show is over. George, you finally done it. How old are you, George?
27.
27 years of your life you have been missing out on the first audio animatronic. Look at this little creek back here. Nobody ever notices at the exit of the tiki room. The beautiful little dark water system.
I never noticed.
That's a totally separate thing. George, you did it! 27 years and finally you've done it. You've tikied. You've gone partially full tiki. What do you think, George? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Your first tiki room experience. It's only your first time. You haven't been in. You haven't absorbed all the little details. What do you think, George? First impression.
It's gonna sound a little strange.
But you couldn't enjoy it because I was ruining it by getting all excited and jumping around in your face.
No. It felt very nostalgic.
Really?
Like, watching that made me feel how I felt when I would come here like in the 90s. And I think because...
How old were you in the 90s? Little.
Like,
yes!
yeah,
A kid!
Little kid. So, I think a lot of it has to do with it. You know, it reminded me of the Country Bear Jamboree in a way.
Well, the Country Bear Jamboree was an audio animatronic show that was based off of it.
I'm just saying, like, there were some similarities, you know, how, like...
So you were carried away and childlike fantasy once more brought you back?
Yes.
Did you like it though, for real?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you enjoy it? Are you going to go back in there?
I enjoyed it thoroughly, yes. I'm going to take my son next time.
Yes! George has done it! We have experienced the Tiki Room! That's awesome. I couldn't tell if that was a costume or not that he's wearing right there. Because you're wearing the safety outfit, but then I saw in your tool belt you had some orange juice, and I was thinking, that's not a tool! It's a tool of good health, though. So, accurate, kinda. Look at this. Adventure Island. Alright, what time is it, George? You got a watch? You got a phone? You got something going on? Oh! You hear it?
5:56.
5:56, 4 minutes to Mickey's Halloween party. You can already hear Boo to You Halloween music. That's from the parade at Walt Disney World. Did you see the video?
Yes.
You and you and you and you and you. Happy Halloween. You can see all the lighting is starting to go all crazy. And in a few minutes, they're gonna pump out fog onto rivers of America. Have you been at Mickey's Halloween Party?
Not in many years.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. So, if you haven't checked out Mickey's Halloween Party, go and check out the Random Land video at youtube.com/livefastdiepoor. The Batman and the Joker are getting along far too well these days, if you ask me. Far too well. Joker has a date night, go home alone. Dang it, George, what's this world coming to? But we can have something to celebrate. Happy Tiki Tuesday, everybody.
Tiki Tuesday.
George has finally experienced the Enchanted Tiki Room. Do you know what? We should get in this line because we're 4 minutes till closing and we can. And I haven't ridden Indiana Jones since I've been back home, so it's time to go. All right, everybody, go home. Wait, just by watching this vlog, you've done your duty. You can now go home and sleep well. What? What did you say?
Sleep well.
Thank you.
There you go.